day, Ma'am Cecil. This is Lizelle sa Tumpaco, and I will be discussing my assigned topic, which is all about the effects of climate change on biodiversity and ecosystems. Introduction. Climate change refers to the long-term alteration of temperature and weather patterns across the globe. These changes are mainly caused by human activities, such as burning fossil fuels, burning plastics, deforestation, and industrialization, which increase greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. As a result, global temperature rises, leading to more intense heat waves, droughts, floods, and storms. These environmental changes have significant effects on biodiversity and the natural balance of ecosystems. So the climate change caused by the human activities such as burning fossils, cutting some trees, that's the cause of climate change. What is biodiversity? Biodiversity is a variety of all living organisms found on Earth, such as plants, animals, fungi, and microorganisms, and the ecosystems they form. It is important because it provides essential resources such as food, medicine, and clean air, while also helping to maintain ecological balance. The loss of biodiversity weakens the natural systems, making it harder for life to adapt to environmental changes. So biodiversity are all living organisms na nagpuyo sa atong Earth, or all living organisms or all living things that has life, lives on Earth. So ecosystems. An ecosystem is a community of living organisms interacting with each other and their physical environment, such as air, water, and soil. Examples: forests, oceans, wetlands, and grasslands. Each ecosystem provides important services like purifying air and water, regulating climate, and supporting food chains. When ecosystems are disturbed by climate change, these services are disrupted, affecting both humans and wildlife. So if the ecosystems are regulating climate, maybe the change of the environment will be disrupted and affecting the human's life, and mawagtan na ang mga resources sa mga tao and also the animals na mag-need sila og mga pagkaon like water and everything na makahelp nila to live, to stay alive. So next is how climate change affects the biodiversity. Climate change affects biodiversity in many ways. Rising temperatures cause habitat loss and destruction. For example, polar ice melting endangers polar bears and other Arctic species. Many animals and plants are forced to migrate to cooler areas, disrupting ecosystems and food chains. Some species cannot adapt fast enough and face extinction. Changes in rainfall patterns and extreme weather also damage habitats and breeding the grounds. So look at the picture. So we have the biodiversity loss, climate change, biodiversity loss, and the food insecurity. Wala na kanang more on resources just because of the damage of the climate change, the cause of the climate change. So the effects of ecosystems is ecosystems around the world are being affected by climate change. In oceans, water, plus warm water causes coral bleaching, which kills coral reefs and the marine species that depend on them. Forests suffer from drought, fires, and pest infestations, while wetlands are being lost due to rising sea levels. Additionally, increasing carbon dioxide levels lead to ocean acidification, harming shellfish and plankton that are vital to the marine food chain. So the climate change is dakong epekto sa lands and the oceans, kay many coral reefs and the species who live under the water are dying because of the climate change. And also the forest is wala na magpuyo just because na-damage or naguba or nasira na just because of kanang cutting trees and burning the trees. So that's why nga kanang dili nato buhaton as a human, because ato ang kanang resources is maggikan jud sa mga kanang kuan sa mga trees, sa mga plants, sa atong environment. That's why dili nato abusaran and dili nato move on just because of the wrong behavior, just because of the wrong activities that we've done. So dapat maka-realize ta nga it is very important to taking care of our environment. So here's the example of affected species. Many species are already suffering due to the effects of climate change. Polar bears struggle to find food and sea ice melts earlier each year. O diba, sa polar bears are struggling sa pagpangita og mga food sa dagat. And coral reefs around the world are dying because of warmer ocean temperatures. Sea turtles experience disrupted nesting patterns due to hotter sand temperatures. Even bees, which play a crucial role in pollination, are affected by changing weather and habitat loss. These examples show how interconnected and fragile life on Earth really is. So look at the picture. The bear struggles on finding food to eat, and also many fishes are dying and many animals are dying in the land. Next is the human impact. Human activities worsen climate change through deforestation, pollution, and overfishing. These actions release greenhouse gases and destroy natural habitats. Our choices, from energy use to waste disposal, directly influence the health of biodiversity ecosystems. So look at the picture. There are so many basura nga nagkatag sa ato ang dagat, so which is not good, not helping so dapat we should be responsible to sa paglabay sa mga basura. Dapat ilabay sa saktong pamaagi and dili itapon sa dagat because it is reason why the fishes, why all the living organisms found on earth or under the sea, which the fishes are all dying, is because of the wrong activities that the human did in our environment. So next is the conclusion. Climate change poses a serious threat to biodiversity and ecosystems. It leads to habitat loss, species extinction, and environmental imbalance. Protecting our planet requires collective action from individuals, communities, and governments. By reducing our carbon footprint and caring for nature, we can help restore the Earth's balance. As Wendell Berry once said, the Earth is what we all have in common. Let us work together to protect it. So, dapat dili na ito abusaran ng ato ang environment. Dapat atong i-care, dapat atong if magkataog trees, dapat atong i-replace o new, so that makatabang ang mga trees to prevent floods, to avoid disasters, and to prevent floods and more kanang typhoons. Makatabang. So that's why we should work together, we should stick together so that our environment will grow and so that our environment will be safe and not all living or not some species are dying. So to avoid that, dapat tarungon, dili na to abusaran o dili na to gubon ang atoang earth. So dapat atong ampingan because dili ta nagpuyo and sa earth ta nagpuyo, and that's why kung unsa ta ka responsible sa atong kagalingon, dapat buhaton pod sa atong environment, dapat atong tarungon, atong ampingan para sa atoang future pohon and para more resources pa ang atong makuha from the environment, and also sa mga animals who live on earth pod is naa sila mapuy-an o dili maguba ang forest. So next is thank you for listening, and that would be all. Thank you.